Midsummer Night's Dream. And tonight is our last night of performing it. So you're welcome to greet your family member or your friend that you come to see and take pictures and everything. But later, after that, we're going to be taking all of this down. So just be a warning to you, if you're hanging around, we might, Bob told you to, start helping us take it down. So all of this, it's theater, right? So it's temporary. But anyways, I hope that you will sit back, relax, and enjoy A Midsummer Night's Dream. Thank you.
Once upon a time, a long time ago in the city of Athens, there was a law which gave to its citizens the power of compelling their daughters to marry whomsoever they pleased. For upon a daughter's refusing to marry the man who her father had chosen to be her husband, the father was empowered by this law to cause her to be put to death. But as most fathers do not desire the death of their daughters, this law was never put into execution. However, there was one day in the city of Athens during the summer, an old man whose name was Aegeus, who actually did come before Theseus, a merciful prince and a great warrior, a kinsman of Hercules. Theseus had defeated in battle Hippolyta, an Amazon, a warrior woman who he brought to Athens to wed. Aegeus came before Theseus and demanded justice of Theseus. He desired that this cruel law be put into force against his daughter Hermia. But Theseus was not himself that day. His mind was far aloft, longing for his wedding day to the fair Hippolyta. Here is how it all unfolded. Watch as Theseus enters and woos his love.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, attendant. Stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelings.
Happy Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Still of vexation, come on. The complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou filled my daughter's heart. Turn her obedience, which is due to me, the
as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked, but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I may bold, nor how I may conserve my modesty. In such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I to be in shady cloister viewed, or else to live a barren sister all your life, but earthlier happy is the rose distilled than that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord. Ere I will heal my virgin peasant up unto his lordship, his unwished yoke. My soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, which is the sealing day betwixt my love and me, for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have our father's love, Demetrius, and me of Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my rights for I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes in every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius's. And, what is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll vouch it to his head, made love to Nader daughter, Helena, and she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted inconstant man.
Oh, I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being overfilled with self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, unto death or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourself.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the flowers there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain which I could well, beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
I mean, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
If true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny, that let us teach our child patience, because it is a customary cross. As to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancies followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, steal forth tomorrow night from thy father's house, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance in the morn of May. There will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by all the vows that ever men have broke, and number more than ever woman spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me. Truly tomorrow will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
God speed for Helena with her wedding.
Call you me fair? That's fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. incubated. The rest I give to you to be translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, if your frowns would teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he had turned a heaven into hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, a time that lovers' flight doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I, upon primrose bed were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sights from lovers' food tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu, as you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the mind, but with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is wicked keep it painted blind. Nor has love mind of any judgment's taste, wings and no eyes, figure unheedy haste, and therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down knows that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood tomorrow night will he pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But here I mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is our company here?
You were best call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here's a scroll of every man's name, which is not fit through all Athens to play before the Duke and the Duchess on their wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the name of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy, most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work in Mary. Now call forth the actors by the scrolls. Masters, spread yourselves.
It's really fine. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready? Say what part I am for, and proceed.
Nick Bottom are sit down for Pyramus.
Right, what is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
Ah, that will have some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Ericles rarely, or a part to Terracatid, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' cause shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. Ah, this is a lofty. Call forth the actors by the scroll. This is Ericles' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis, move the bells, Bender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? Wandering knight?
A lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, Faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That is all one. You shall play in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face too. Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous little voice.
Disney, Disney.
Oh, Pyramus dear, that lady here is over dear.
No, you must want Pyramus. Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling Taylor,
Here, Peter Quince.
you Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout the Tinker,
Here, Peter Quince.
you Pyramus's father, myself Thisbe's father, Snugly Joiner, you the lion's part, and I hope here's a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar, the Duke shall say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You'd fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if you should fright the Duchess and the ladies, they would have no more discretion than to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove to any nightingale.
Right. No, you must play Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man as one shall see in a summer's day, and a most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
But master, share your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come by tomorrow and meet me in the palace woods a mile outside the town by moonlight, and there we will rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we will be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of property such as our play was. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect, adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough! Hold your cut bowstring.
She never had so sweet a change thing, and jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen, but they do square, that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quake, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he who frights the maidens of the villagry? Those that hobgoblins con you in sweet puck. You do their work and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal. Nee! But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that you were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steep of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Didst not thou lead him through the glimmering night from Perigona, whom he ravished, and make him with fair Igles break his faith, with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never, since the middle summer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain, or by rushy brook, or by the beached margin of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But by your brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up contagious fogs, which, falling in the land, hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. No night is now with him or carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes the air, as in rheumatic diseases do abound, and thorough this distemperature we see the seasons alter, the spring, the summer, the childing autumn, the angry winter, change their wonted liveries, and by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, but she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake I do rear up the boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We will chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury! Ah! My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spears to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it might pierce 100,000 hearts. Yet I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votress passed on in maiden meditation, fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Bring me this herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, or bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can do it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I
Please.
am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I say I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia, the one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldest me they were stolen onto this wood, and here am I, and wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave your power to draw, I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you?
Uh-huh.
Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in the plainest truth tell you I do not nor cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I'm your spaniel. And Demetrius, the more you teach me, I will fall on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity at night and the ill counsel of the desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I'm not in the night, nor doth this look like world of company. For you and my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the breaks and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts.
The wild hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. For if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs, you set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Ah, there it is.
I pray thee give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with musk roses, and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delights. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on, effected with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love, and meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come now around all in a fairy song. Sing me asleep, then to your offices, and let me rest.
Hence away, now all's well, when aloof stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce, or cat, or bear, hard or boar with bristled hair in thy eye that shalt appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us here if you think it well, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander, find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one throat.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense sweet of thy innocence. Love takes its aim in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchanged with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. So then no bedroom we deny, for lying so, fair Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say, Lysander lied. Gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friends. Thy love ne'er altered till thy sweet life ends.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer say I, and then end life when I am loyalty. Here is my bed, sleep give thee all his rest.
With half the witcher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despiseth the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound, on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie. Near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay! Wilt thou kill me, sweet Demetrius?
I charge thee, hence, do not taunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. But who is here? Lysander on the ground, dead or asleep. I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And jump through fire for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom I may see thy heart. Oh, where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my soul.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he loved your Hermia, Lord, what though? If Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena do I love, and who will not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I never did, no, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye? But you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well, perforce I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. Or as a heresy that men do often leave, are hated most by those they did deceive. So then, my surfeit and my heresy, of all be hated, but most of me. And all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do my best to pluck this crown separate from my breast. I plead for pity. What a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Without a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What removed? Lysander! Lord! What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? Alack, where are you? Speak it, and if you hear, speak of all loves I swoon almost in fear. No? Then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Come, Pat, and here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, and this hall will bring our tiring house. And we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Good, Peter Quince.
What says thou, Bully Bottom?
There are some things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Buy a lark and a pile of spear. I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords, and, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom, the weaver, and this will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, they get 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion? I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among the ladies is the most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wildfowl than your living lion, and you ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name. Half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he must speak through, saying thus or to some defect. Ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you not to tremble, not to fear, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were a pity on my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And therein he must name his name and tell them plainly he is snug the joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there is 2 hard things. That is to bring the moonlight to a chamber, for you know Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play and play?
A calendar. Look in the online. Find out moonshine.
Ha!
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then, you may leave a casement of the great chamber window open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and lantern and says he comes to disfigure to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber. For you know, Pyramus and Thisbe says the story did talk through the chink of the wall.
We can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some loam, or some rough cast, or some plaster about him to signify wall. Or let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny must Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down. Every mother son, rehearse your part. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into the break so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespun have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What, a play toward? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Pyramus, speak. Thisbe, stand for.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet. Odors, savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus that e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Hey, Mary, must you? Well, you must understand he goes with you noise as you go back.
Most radiant Pyramus. Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumph bearer, most brisky Junivel, and eke most lovely Jew, as truest horse, that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninny's tomb, man! Why, you must not speak that part yet. Then you entered the Pyramus. You speak all your parts, cues and all. Pyramus, enter your cuest path. It is never tire.
As truest horse, that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, watching the stranger, halted, bring us and climb up your
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about the round. Through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be. Nee. Sometime a hound. A hog, a headless bear. Sometime a fire. And neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn. Like horse, hound, hog, bear, and fire. At
Well, this is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see of thee?
What do you see? You see a fool's head of your own, do you?
Blessed Bottom, blessed thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could, but I will not stir from this place. Try what they might. I will walk up and down, and I shall sing, they shall hear, I am not afraid. The owl's cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plains on cuckoo gray, who's known for many a man doth mock and dares not answer nay. For in faith, who would put his wit so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie in the throat, though he cry, cuckoo, never so.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note. So is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy virtue's force before us doth move me. On the first virtue to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to speak truth, love and reason keep little company nowadays. For the pity, some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. But if I have wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate, and the summer still doth tend upon my state. And I do love thee, therefore go with me. I will give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, while thou on pressed flowers doth sleep. Go, peace blossom, cobweb moat, and mustard seed.
Ready, and I, and I, and I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. To pluck the wings from painted butterflies, and fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal, hail, hail, hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. Your name, I beseech you.
Cobweb.
I will desire you more acquaintance, Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peas blossom.
I pray you commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peascod, your father. I will desire of you more acquaintance, too. Your name, honest gentleman?
Mustard seed.
I know your patience well. That same cowardly giant ox beef hath devoured many a man of your house. I promise you, sir, your kindred hath made my eye water ere now. I will desire of you more acquaintance, too.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie at my lover's tongue, bring him silent.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, that spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love, near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for a great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick-skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene, and entered in a brink. When I did him at disadvantage take, an ass's knoll I fixed it on his head, a anon, his Thisbe must be answered. And when forth my mimic comes, when they him spy, like wild geese the creeping fowler eye, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky. So at his sight, away his fellows fly. When I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there, when in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou latched the young Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he wakes, of course she must be odd.
Stand close, this is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, I rebuke you, him that loves you so. Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
No, I but tried, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast lain Lysander in his sleep, then o'er shoes and blood plunged in the deep and killed me too. This time was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he be stolen away from sleep in Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? How could Demetrius will thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hound.
Ah! Dog of curve that runneth me past the bounds of man's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Once tell true. Even for my sake, durst thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping?
You spend your passion on misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege, never to see me more, and for thy hate presence part I so, see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow. For bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe, which now in some slight measure it will pay, if for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. By this prison must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turned true.
Then fate o'errules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood go, swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou fine. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one. That must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think these things of me seem scorn to you? Look how I vow, I weep, and vow so born their nativity all truth appear. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, O devilish holy friend, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her or?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her or.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves you not.
Oh, Helen, goddess nymph, perfect divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh, how ripened show. Thy lips those kissing cherries tempting grow. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, the seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, no! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and you courtesy, you will not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and super praise my parts. When I am sure you hate me with your heart. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And now with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will to my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will then. None, if e'er I loved her, all that's love is gone. My heart to her, but is guess-wise sojourned. And now to Helen, is it? Home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide, dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Talk not that from the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Thou art not by my eye Lysander found, mine ear I think you brought me to thy sound. Why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay that love doth press to go?
Love could press Lysander from my side.
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more in gilds the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sports in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bathe me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent, we have tried the hasty-footed time for parting us? Is all forgot? And will you rent our ancient love asunder in joining with men and scorning a poor friend? 'Tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I'm amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spur me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, and tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What, though he not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most, to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do, persever. Counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Hold the sweet jest up. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
We do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she can entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tends all this?
Away, you Ethiop!
No, he'll seem to break loose. Come on as you would follow, be it come not, you are a tame man, go.
Take off thou cat, thou burr, vile thing let loose, or I shall shake thee from me like a serpent.
Are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love, out, tawny tartar, out, out, loathed medicine, hated potion, hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, Susan, so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll trust not your word.
What? Should I strike her, hurt her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
Are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love? What can do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? I despair now as it was erewhile. Since night you left me. Yes, since night you left me. Oh, then you left me. Oh, the gods forbid and earth shall I say!
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain nothing is truer, that I do hate thee, and I do love Helen.
Oh, me. You juggler. You canker blossom. You thief of love. What have you come by night? Have my love's heart from him?
Fine and faint. Have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No touch of bashfulness? What, will you care if patient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet! Why so? I got my coat again. Now I perceive that she's been compared between our statures. She's ours her height, and with her personage, her tall personage. Her height, forsooth, she prevailed with him. And you got so high in his esteem, because I'm so dwarfish and so low. How low am I, thou painted maple? Speak! How low am I? Am I not yet so low? Am I now so reach unto thy eyes?
I pray you, Lord, though you mock me, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I'm a right made for my cowardice. Let her not hurt me. It perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower! Hark again!
Did Hermia not be so bitter with me? I evermore did love you, Hermia, did never wrong you, did ever keep your counsel. Save that lover to Demetrius, I told him of yourself into this wood. He followed you. For love, I followed him. Did he have tried me and threatened me, to spurn me, strike me, nay, to kill me too? And so you will let me quiet go? To Athens will I bear my folly back and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Kick your God, who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What? With Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid, she shall not harm you, Helen.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again! Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer? Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf! You minimus! You hindering of not breast maid! You bee! You acorn!
You are too officious on her behalf that scorns his services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena, take not her part. For if thou intend, never show a little love to her. Thou shalt abide.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, to try whose might is mine or thine, is most in Helen.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee cheek by jowl.
Mistress, all this coil is long with you. Nay, come back!
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I'm amazed at it and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence! Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully!
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far, blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far am I glad it so did sort, as this their jangling, I I esteem a sport. Whoa!
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from thence all air with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Whiles I in this affair to be employed, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy king, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast.
Haste, make no delay, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am beard, field, and town, goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again, thou runaway, thou coward. Art thou fled? Speak in some bush where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes thou lookest for wars and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before, and still he dares me on. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster did he fly. That followed am I upon dark uneven way. Oh, and here will rest me, come ere day. But morning, if thou show me thy great light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I wot. Thou runnest before me, shifty every place, and darest not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then thou mockest me, thou shalt buy this dear. If ever I face by daylight see, go thy way. Fakeness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night, oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hours, shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight from these that my poor company detest, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me away from mine own company.
Yet but three, come one more, two of both kinds makes up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad, Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Ever so weary, ever so in woe, bedevilled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go, less can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they meet a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, every man shall take his own. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his Marigan, and all shall be well.
much ears, much under control.
Oh, where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Oh, good Master Peas Blossom. Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Monsieur, good Monsieur. Get your weapons in hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on top of the thistle. And, good Monsieur, get me the honey bag. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Give me your leaf, good Monsieur. Pray you, leave your courtesy.
What's your will?
Nothing, but to help Master Peas Blossom scratch. Oh, I must to the barber's, for I'm marvelous hairy about the face. Oh, and I am such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let us have the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, wilt thou desire us to eat?
Oh, truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. He thinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, have no fellow.
I am a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's horn and fetch thee new nuts.
Ugh, I would have rather a hand drawer full or two of dried peas. Ugh, but let your people alone, for I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies be gone, and me always away. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting them of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, then I did ask of her her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexations of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep of all these five descents.
Music, how? Music such as charmeth sleep.
Sound music. Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' hall triumphantly, and blessed to all fair prosperity. There shall the faithful pairs of lovers be wedded with Theseus all in jollity.
My very king, attend and mark, for I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, show me how it came this night, that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
on the moonlit glade, the lovers slept peacefully on the ground. The strife wrought by Puck and the fairy hand has passed away. These four sleep off the hardship and strife that was brought on by hate and jealousy. All has been mended, both lovers' quarrels and fairies' fights. Oberon and Titania, masters of fairyland, once more walk hand in hand, weaving the coming morning with love and jollity in expectation of Theseus' wedding day. But who is this? What a braying of dogs and tramping of feet! Who could be coming upon this hidden glade so early next morning? It is Theseus, hunting with Hippolyta and his hounds of Sparta. Oh, what surprise that he will have to see these lovers lying here. The misty morning clears as he approaches, and Theseus says,
Go, one of you, find out the forester. For now our observation is performed, and since we have the ballad of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple in the western valley, let them go. Dispatch, I say, and find the forester.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bathed the bear with the hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so flued, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this is Demetrius. This Lysander is. This Helena. Oh, neither is Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing of our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. Saint Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking. But as I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think for truly what I speak, and now I do bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian ball.
Enough! Enough! My lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would. Demetrius, thereby, to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. Of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helen, I fancy, following me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia melted as the snow. It seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle god which in my childhood I did dote upon, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. Like a sickness that I loathe this food, but as in health come to my natural taste. And I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will, for in the temple with us by and by these lovers shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now is something worn, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens. 3 and 3 will hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turn into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with Parida, when everything seems double.
So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own yet not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that we sleep, we dream. Do you not think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
Now when thou wakest with thine own fool's eyes peep.
When my cue comes, call me and I'll answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. And ho, Peter Quince,
Flute the bellows bender. Snout the tinker. Starveling. God's my life. Stolen hence and left me here asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. But man is a fool if he goes about to expound what my dream was. Methought I was. There is no man can say what. Methought I was. Methought I had. But man is a fool if he will go about to expound what methought I had. The eye of man hath not seen. The ear of man hath not seen. The hand of man hath not taste. Man's tongue is not able to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will have Peter Quince write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, for it hath no bottom. And I shall sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it more the gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
if he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have noticed that in all Athens able to discern pyramids but he.
No, he hath simply the best wits of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yes, and the best person too, but he is a very paramour for a sweet boy.
We must say paragon, eh? Paramour is God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords or ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet Billy Bottom, thus hath he lost 6 pence a day during his life. He could not have scaped 6 pence a day, and the Duke had not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day in Pyramus are nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts? Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I say I am not true Athenian.
Let us hear, sweet bottom.
Not a whit of me. All that I will say is that the Duke hath died. Get your apparel together. Put new strings in your beards, new ribbons in your cuffs. Let every man look over his part, for the short and the long is, our play is preferred. Let him that plays Thisbe have on clean linen, and let he that plays the lion not par his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And, dear masters, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt to hear them say it was a sweet comedy. But no more. Away, go away.
That these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehends more than cool reason ever comprehends. Such tricks hath strong imagination that, if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed to bear?
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but, howsoever, strange and admirable.
Here come the ladies, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
We wanted to ask where you prefer walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what mass, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where's our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say what abridgment have you for this evening? What mass, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time if not with some delight?
There is a brief how many sports are right. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Well, none of that. That have I told my love in glory of my kinsman, Hercules. The riot of the tipsy Bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and it was played when I from Thebes came last a conqueror. The 3 thrice muses, mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have run a play. But in 10 words, my lord, it is too long. For in all the play, there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth labored their minds till now, and have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world. Unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and caught with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness or charged, or duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing of this kind.
The kind are we, to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake. And what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offended it is with our good will, then you should think we come not to offend but with good will. To show our simple skill as the true beginning of our end. Consider that we come but in despite. We do not come as mine to content you. Our true intent is, all for your delight we are not here. That you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This man doth not stand upon points. His speech was like a tangled chain. Nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentiles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauty is Lady Thisbe, is certain. This man with love and rough cast off present wall. The vile walls did these lovers sunder, and through walls cheat poor souls their content to whisper, and which let no man wonder. This man with lander of dog and bush of thorns presented moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn. To meet at night is two, there to woo. This grisly beast which lies hides by name. The trusty Thisbe coming first by night did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion foul with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe mantle slain. Round his blade, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast, and Thisbe, tearing in a mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest that lie in bush and wall and lovers twin at largest court, while here they do remain.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, Snout by name, doth present wall. In such a wall that I would have you think, through which a cranny or a chink, through which the lovers Pips and Thisbe did whisper often very secret. This bone, this rough cast in the stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so, that the cranny right sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire line and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Silence! Pyramus draws near the wall.
O brim-looked night, O night which hueth so black, O night which ever art when day is not, O night, alack, 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 I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot, and thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine, O wall, O lovely, O sweet wall, show me thy cheek to blend through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall, so she'll be lovers. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, for to whom I see no bliss, curse be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
Nay, in faith, sir, deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the chink. You shall see it fall past as I told you. Yonder she comes.
La 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 la. Oh wall, often hast thou heard my moans, for parting thy fair Pyramus in me, my cherry lips have often kissed thy stones. I stones with diamond hair, and it's up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink, and I can spy and I can hear my Thisbe face. Thisbe?
My love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy love, and like Commander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen to the face me kill.
Not shaftless to Procris was so true.
As shaftless to Procris, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at these two meet me straightway?
Thy life, thy death, I come without delay.
Thus have I wall, my pot shot so, and being done, wall away doth go.
Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts can fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on the floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here. When lion rough and wild as rage doth roar, then know that I, Snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dame. For if I should, as lion come into this place with strife, 'twere pity on my life.
This lanthorn doth the horn and moon present.
He is no crescent. His horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horn and moon present. Myself the man, and the moon do seem to be.
Why, this is the greatest air of all the rest. The man should be put into the lantern. How is it else the man in the moon?
I am aweary of this great moon. Would he would change.
Proceed, Moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that this lanthorn is the moon, myself the man in the moon, this thornbush my thornbush, and this dog my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
La 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 la. This old ninny's tomb, where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon. Surely the moon shines with a good grace.
Well moused, lion.
And then came Pyramus.
So the lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duckle, dear, thy mantle good? What? Stained with blood? Approach, ye fury fells. Fates come, Quail quest conclude and quell. Oh, 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 wherefore nature did the lion's frame that lying here at the far, my dear, that is, no, which was the fairest name that lived, that loved, that looked, that liked with cheer. Come, tears confound, out sword, and moon the path of Pyramus, I the left path, wherein heart doth hop, thus I die, thus, now I am dead. Now I am fled, my soul in the sky, tongue, lose thy light, moon, take thy flight, now I die.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover. And yet prove a fool.
I wonder why Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Asleep, my love, what dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise. Speak, quite dumb, dead, a tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, these cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Oh, lovers make moan, his eyes were as green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shore, with shears as thread of silk. Tongue, not a word, come trusty sword, come blade my breast and bruise. And farewell, friends, thus Thisbe ends. Adieu.
Moonshine and lion are left to bury the dead.
I and the wall too.
assure you, the wall is down that part of their fathers. Would it please you to see an epilogue or hear a burgomass dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your playing is no excuse. But come your burgomass, let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight has told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis almost very time. A fortnight hold we these solemnities in nightly revels and new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon. Oh! Whilst the heavy plowman snores. All with weary task foredone, and we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now our frolic, not a mouse, shall disturb this hallowed house. Shh. I am sent with broom before, to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar, and this ditty after me sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. Every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I'm an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. say a very warm thank you to Mrs. Bickley, because I have been here for 2 years now doing these play productions. And it is so much fun to be doing this with all our crew. And Mrs. Bickley makes the exercises and the practices so much fun that me and my brothers are moving with our family this summer. And so this is our last play. I am so sad that we will not be able to join you guys next year. But thank you. Thank you guys for coming.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs may not sing, newts and blind ones do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen. Newts and blind ones do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen, come not near our fairy queen, hence away, hence away. You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs may not see. Hence away, hence away. Philomel with melody, singing us with never harm nor spell nor charm can I love thee, lady love. So good night, so good night, so good night. So good night, so good night with lullaby. So good night, so good night, so good night. So good night, so good night with lullaby. So good night, so good night with lullaby. So good night, so good night with lullaby. Weaving spiders come not here, hence your long-legged spinners hence. Beetles black approach not near, when the snail do no offense. Weaving spiders come not here, hence your long-legged spinners hence. Hence your long-legged spinners hence. Come not here, come not here, come not here, come not here. Beetles black approach not near, where no snail do no offense. Come not here, come not here, come not here, come not here.